Do you ever feel like no matter what you do for your wife, it's never quite right? I mean, you admire her, you respect her, you compliment her, you tell her that she's a great mom, a great wife, and still she doesn't light up in the way that you hoped for. If that's you, you're not broken, buddy, and you're not failing. You're just missing probably one small thing in understanding female psychology. And once you see it, everything's going to change. Now, the truth is this: the fact that you admire your wife, well, that's great. You notice her, you respect her, you compliment her. That's good. Keep doing that. That's you showing up. That's you trying. And most men don't even get that far. So don't miss that. It matters. But what I've seen in my own marriage and in the relationships of the men that I work with is admiration alone doesn't always land the way we hoped. She hears it, but she doesn't always feel it because what her heart longs for goes deeper. As men, we value admiration. We see a job well done and we respect it. We tend to think that, well, if it works for us, then it'll work for her too. And since we thrive on respect, admiration is usually what we give. But sometimes it's like giving her a chop saw for Christmas. Sure, that might make you happy, might be the thing that you want, but it's probably not what she was hoping for. So what is it that she really wants? At the core, she wants to be adored, not admired, adored. And here's the good news. You already have what it takes to give her that. It's just learning how to speak it in just a slightly different language. Think about it like this. When you say, I admire how hard you work, that's good. That's true. But when you say, I love the way your presence makes this house feel alive, well, that touches her essence and that makes her feel cherished. So you're already halfway there. All you need to do is just take it the next step. So what's the difference between adoration and admiration? Admiration is when you respect someone for their qualities, their achievements, their skills. You admire how she manages her career or how well she does in taking care of the kids, or maybe even how good she looks in that new dress. Admiration is good, it's healthy, but for the feminine psyche, it's not enough. Adoration is something deeper. It's devotion. It's cherishing her, not for what she does, but for who she is. It's when you see her essence, her heart, her soul, and you delight in her, not because she earned it, not because she checked all of the boxes, but because she is yours and she is your beloved. And here's why it matters. The feminine can appreciate admiration, but admiration alone feels a little bit conditional. It's kind of like, I love you because, well, you performed well, because you look good, because you achieved this. And what she really longs for is the adoration. She wants to be seen and cherished at her core. I love you not for what you do, but for who you are. You don't have to perform for me. You are enough. You're wanted. You're my delight. Think about it like this. If you've got a daughter, have you ever seen your daughter kind of spin around and say, look at me, Daddy, look at me? What does she want in that moment? She doesn't want to hear how well she's spinning. She wants to hear, I see you. I delight in you. And when a woman feels adored, this is when her heart opens. She feels safe. She softens. She feels desired. And she starts to feel connection. And that's where intimacy lives. Here's where a lot of guys get stuck. We think, if I notice how hard she works, if I appreciate all that she does, that should be good enough, right? But admiration without adoration is hollow. It keeps her in a performance mode. It keeps her trying to prove herself again and again. Now, that's not your intention, but it might be what she hears. It's a little bit like, keep up the good work in attaboy instead of real connected intimacy where she can see your heart. Let me show you the difference. Admiration sounds like this. You're such a great mom. You do so much for the family. And there's nothing wrong with that. But adoration sounds like this. I love the way your presence makes this house feel like a home. I love how your laughter fills the room. I could get lost in you forever. Do you feel the difference? Admiration notices her actions, where adoration cherishes her being. And for most guys, this feels a little awkward. I mean, it feels a little bit, oh, let's just say it, a little too sweet. But it's actually what she desires. And if you don't believe me, just try it out. So here's my challenge for you. Tonight, when you're with your wife, don't just tell her that you admire her. Tell her you adore her. Tell her how her essence, her presence, her being moves you. And watch what happens. Watch how her body language shifts. Watch how her eyes soften. Because when a woman feels adored, she doesn't just feel loved. She feels safe to love you back. Guys, admiration respects her mind, and adoration cherishes her heart. Don't stop the admiration, but give her what she longs for, your adoration. Now, if this resonates with you and you want to learn how to step into being the kind of husband who leads with strength and presence and purpose, I invite you to join me for my free webinar. You'll find the link in the show notes, or you can go to chuckchapman.com and you can access it there. Thanks again for tuning into this episode of the Confident Husband Podcast. I'm your host, Chuck Chapman. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. And if you like this episode, do me a favor, share it with someone else who you think needs to hear it.